Thanks for coming and hanging out in the basement with me tonight. What I've got is kind of a mix of an unboxing and a little modification. Now, you're going to see something in the thumbnail. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do, but you'll see the main item of this video in the thumbnail. But I'm going to swing the camera around, and we're going to look at some other stuff that I got from Cabin Fever Auctions, and this will be the first time for me seeing the thing that's in the thumbnail. So, let's check it out. Okay, for those of you that have ordered from Cabin Fever before, this is what you end up with. A whole lot of packing peanuts, and I could complain, but everything has always come very well wrapped and, protected very nicely, so I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But, yeah, I'll get a whole bunch of bags and then give them away to somebody. But here we go. We got 2 boxes here. This one is from Trains, which relates to the other item in the box, which you've seen, but I haven't yet. I've got some other items over there. They're for a future project. I'm pretty sure I know what those are. I'm not sure what those are over there, but as far as exactly, I'm not going to open them on camera because I want to kind of keep some of these other ones for a surprise here. But we'll open this guy last. But I've already taken most of the peanuts out of here, but I'll show you. This is not something that I normally get. I generally am not a Williams guy, but I do like some of their stuff. I just haven't had the opportunity to get it. So this is my first look at this. And it is a Beep. A B-E-E-P. Williams Beep. And what this is, they made them... these have got an interesting story. Toy Trains Tips and Tricks did a really good video on these. Several different companies have made this exact same thing. It's just the dyes and molds and stuff have been passed on to different companies, and some are better than others. This one appears to be just like front wheel drive, or maybe it's toast. I don't know. I got 2 of them. But in here is something which we'll take a look at next. Like I said, that relates to these guys. No handrails on this guy. I have no clue if this runs or not, but the price was pretty decent, so... Let's, sitting on the phone there. Let's check out this guy. Like I said, I never really... First time I've looked at it. So this says 1984 on it, so that's kind of cool. Pennsylvania Independent Switcher. This one actually looks pretty nice. Oh, we got some stuff falling out of it. What do we got? We got, ornamental horn. Alright. But, yeah, this one actually looks really nice. Yeah, looks like it's a front-wheel drive setup. Makes sense. These are both traction tires. Let's see here. Yeah. So it looks pretty good. Decals look nice. Got all the hand railings, so bonus. Let's see here. Here's where the bell goes. Something like... It must be sideways, yeah. There we go. A little glue and that'll fix that right up. So that looks pretty cool. Alright, we'll look at this stuff after we look at this guy. What I've got here is a body shell, a B&O body shell. I saw this. If you haven't done this before, go through the Trains parts. I don't remember how I stumbled across this. Might have been price, might have been something else, but this was like $8. And I saved it because it's like, that is a really cool shell. So, like I said, I don't quite remember how I found this, but I thought the shell was really nice. And I kind of want some chessy stuff anyway. Railroad Legends #2 in the series, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Interesting how thin this is. Wow, that's just, maybe it's just a, no, it's the regular window insert. Hey, it works. I'm not complaining. But yeah, that will, if this thing can run, that'll make this thing look way better, and it certainly should fit. Alright, let me clear this stuff out and we'll take a look at the rest of the stuff. Okay, let's get going here. So this is more than one auction lot. The 2 Beeps were one auction lot, and granted they're only Beeps technically if they're made by a certain area, a certain era by a certain manufacturer, but I'm calling them Beeps. It'll be interesting to see if I can get them going. But I don't have much money invested in them, and that's okay. Oh man, my nice one just fell. Careless. I am so careless. But, you know what? It looks okay. So, I'm not worried. Be more careful, Jeremy. Alright. Alright, so one of the things I got is this Lionel Celebration Series Operating Poultry Dispatch car. I did not pay $64.95 for this car or for this lot. I don't remember what it was, but I'll flash it on the screen. You know what? I'm going to take a look. Just a second. Let me take a look, see what I paid for this lot. I paid about $35 for this lot, which includes this car. Pretty sure the VAT car was included in it. We got a Eastwood VAT car. I just wanted a VAT car. I'm not really big on Eastwood, but you know. I think this Pennsylvania boxcar was in there. That's pretty cool. And then the pork dispatch was probably in there too. $60 for that. Wow. So yeah, I did all right. Well, let's take a look at this because I've got a pork dispatch, and I wanted more. I like these cars. Why? Because they light up, and I think they look pretty cool. Oh, this thing is. Look at that fade on there. Wow, that thing has had a lot of UV light. They don't come. They're supposed to be clear. So, wow, yeah, that's nice. Oh, neat. Lionel post-war. It's like a little plastic badge that they stick in there. That's pretty cool. I like that. I've never really seen one of these series. You know. Well, even works. What a deal. But yeah, these sections light up. Man, this thing's seen a lot of UV lights here. But I didn't know that they did that. So that's cool. And let's check out this guy because more of these are cool. Oh, okay, cool. We got the owner's packet here. Kind of stuck together there. That's a little suspect, but no instruction sheet, darn it. How am I going to operate it? Alright. That's a joke. Alright. Oh. My little guy is hanging up on the roof there. Okay, we can fix that. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, we'll show fixing that. So, this one looks much better. The sides are not all, faded or, clouded from years of UV from overhead lights or whatever. But yeah, this got 2 lights in it, and they look really cool. Alright, let's get that off here. That'll be fun to play around with. Alright, let's take a look at the High Cube boxcar from Pennsylvania. That is a sharp-looking car. I'm not really a High Cube guy. I've got one High Cube car, but my son will like that. It's cool. Very glossy. I think it's a little too glossy for my taste, but it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't pay much for this, and I really wanted just a couple of these cars. So I definitely did alright. Worry about that later. And let's take a look at the VAT card here. Yeah, this one's been run a little bit, but the wheels are clean, so that's kind of the main thing. Yeah, that's alright. I could always go custom, make some custom labels for it or something. That would be cool. I've never had a VAT car, and I always kind of wanted one. So, yeah. Okay, let's start out with the easy one. We don't need a flying guy here, so we'll crack this thing open. It's pretty easy to open up. One screw on the end. And the one end should lift off, hopefully. Carefully. And the other end just slides out. And that's what we see here. It's got the inserts. So, pretty straightforward car. Alright, so here's our dude. Ah, yeah. So they use a rubber band in this one. So, the rubber band has perished, as they like to say. Let's see here. I can use this one as a guide. Let's pop this guy off. Of course, I could grab my other car too. Duplicate of this guy. Let's open this guy up. Same kind of screw. Alright. Oh yeah, you can tell how this thing is kind of yellowed from the fluorescent lights. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Jeez. If that doesn't show you what fluorescent lights can do, amazing. Oh well, that gives it a different look. Yeah, this side a little better, but wow. That's nuts. Okay. So in this one, they just, welded on a piece of wire, or soldered on a piece of wire. So that makes it pretty easy. So we just got a little rubber band that goes in there. Alright. Oh, I see why it did that. Okay. Oh, the rubber band is held underneath there. Okay. I'm sure my other one is also broken. Yeah, the rubber band is pinched under there. So a small rubber band must go up and through there. That makes sense. I certainly like this approach a little better. Wonder how hard it would be to duplicate that. Have to find some of that wire though. Might be tougher than what it seems to be. Small. Oh, yeah, I could use a little belt for a cassette tape. Let me get one. Okay, so this is my bag of belts. I bought a few belts off of Amazon, some belt kits. 2mm, 1mm, and yeah, they're not the greatest thing in the world, but hey, it's better than trying to buy a belt kit for something and wait forever. So I think we're going to need a pretty small one. So I think it's going to work. It's got to go from there to here, but not be so much that it really bends down on that. That's going to be kind of a trick. I'm sure I'll end up getting out my other car here. I'm guessing it's going to be one of these small ones. Let's see how this works. Let's get that little... Wow. Well, it's really turned to powder. There we go. All cleaned off. It's probably a bit too much tension. Let's try something a little bigger. This is probably too big. Not bad though. Better than expected. One's about the same. This one's a little smaller. I think that's pretty good. Okay. I'm guessing I'm gonna go like this. Okay. So we want it kind of twisted so it forces it open, though. Maybe it matters how I do it on the top. I think that's part of the trick. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Much better. Alright, let's put him on, because this thing will rest against the car. Yeah, there you go. This arm will hold it back. Perfect. Not as nice as the other one, but hey, that's okay. Sweet. Make sure we're not pinching any wires here. Perfect. That'll work, and it'll last longer with that black rubber band. Alright, let me button these up, and we'll move on to something else. Alright, I am a sucker for cars that light up, and here we go. This one certainly has an interesting look to it, with the, with the once white, now tan background, but that's makes it interesting. So we just have like a magnetic actuator under the track, or your finger. That opens up. He does his sweeping thing. Let's check out the other guy. Make sure he works. And yeah, action could be a little better, but hey, it's alright. No big deal. Alright, on to some other stuff. Alrighty, let's get in here. Tight little sucker. Alright, maybe it's just the one peg. There we go. That was pretty easy. Wow, it's like it's almost been glued. Come on, you sucker! Yeah, I wonder if part of it has been glued. That's okay. Let's take a look at this one. This one does not appear to be glued. Yeah, piece of cake. So that's probably all that was in the other one, so maybe I don't even need to take it apart, but that's okay. So there's no reverse unit in this, which is fine. I do not know if this one has a reverse unit. Probably not. Forward only, that's okay. One diode, nothing wrong with that. A little Mabuchi motor. So yeah, pretty similar there. Alright, let's pull this off. I just can't help it. I love taking stuff apart. And when I can't do it, it gets kind of frustrating. Okay, very simple drive mechanism. So we've got the front wheels here, which have traction tires on them. It's a little bit of just a simple pinion and gear wheel. Probably go pretty fast, I bet. And interesting, they use the same axle in the back, but these tires could definitely use some cleaning, so we'll do that for the wheels. Alright, let me clean those up and see if we can get a runner. Hold it, time out! Time out! I have to stop the video here, unfortunately, because this is future Jeremy, and this kind of ends in kind of a bummer situation. But not the end of the world. But we're going to cut the video off here, or at least this segment of it, and I'm going to splice it together and do another video when I got more repair parts for it. But let me just say that, as you can see, the blue one's all apart here. And the problem is the gear on the motor. The tiny 10-tooth gear on the motor is split. And so I was able to get this back together and stuff, which you'll see later, but I had to stop there. It sucks. But it also really sucks that I can't get this shell off because it's super glued on one side. But hey, that's another story. We'll keep working on it. But I do have something positive to end the video with. Alright, so on another negative, after looking at how these are built and me not doing the research, the Williams Mighty Mites, or I like to call them Beeps, but they're Mighty Mites, they are really cheap. And Toy Train Tips and Tricks definitely pointed that out, and yet I still bought these. It's okay. No big deal. I paid more than I'm comfortable paying for these when I see the quality of them, like $45, but for two of them. But at the end of the day, realistically, that's still okay. I did okay. I mean, after I get these running, hopefully. But I got some gears ordered from eBay, and we'll see if they work. They're not for this specifically, but I took a measurement of this and 10-tooth gear from China. We'll see if it works. So, that was the expensive purchase of the auction, and let me show you the other pieces that I figured out what they were, which boxes they were. This is a car just had one fall. This was a car that I kind of wanted. This is just like a horse car thing. I've never really looked at one of these, but basically there's a plastic bar in the middle and 2 horse heads on there, and there's no mechanism underneath, but they just kind of pivot as the car goes down the track, and these horses kind of bob in and out. But that's pretty cool. Notice the fading on the top here, but I like that. I think that's neat. Another car I got is a depressed center flat car. This would have had a helicopter on it, like this picture I'm going to show you here. It says 6461, but that's for a different depressed center flat car. This car is a different number, but with the helicopter. But still pretty cool. It's not a helicopter launching car, but let me get the other car that fell here. Rolled off the chair. A second one for me of the Chicago Northwestern dump car. This will go really great with my Chicago Northwestern work train that I got. And yeah, bonus. This one's even cleaner than the other one was. So, winner, winner. So, let's go over those auction prices real quick. Let me just look at the computer here. So yeah, so the Beeps, or Mighty Mites, I got $43 on those. So, yeah, not too bad. The horse car, flat car, and depressed center dump car I got for a large $6. That's for all 3. So that was the win of the auction. And then the poultry dispatch car and some of the other cars you see here, those were $30. So I'm pretty happy with that. Plus shipping and all that stuff. Plus I got one more set of cars, which you'll see in a much later video. But I can't talk about those right now because those kind of go with a particular engine. But definitely something to keep an eye out for. Who knows when it'll be. So, not everything works great. Not every repair goes smoothly. Hopefully I'll be able to get these things up and going again. But yeah, well, stuff happens. And especially with an auction that's not where they don't guarantee the stuff. It's kind of a gamble. And I am okay with that because I've got plenty of wins. If these end up being a loss or something, not the end of the world. And they're still pretty cool display models. So, let me move these things around and get some cars like this on the track so you guys can watch them go around. And I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you check out the rest of the channel. There's a lot of great content down there, and I've got some playlists to go along with some of those videos. Hope you check them out. Thanks for watching, and let's get things going.